Hello again guys, welcome back to Steve Runs, a channel created for like-minded people who are looking to become fitter, healthier people. If that sounds like you, hit the red subscribe button below and let's go on our running journeys together. So if you're interested, you may be, you may not be, you can switch off if you need, but this is just a quick update of my fitness, my injury, what's been going on as my races are coming up fast. One being this Sunday at Oxford Half Marathon, and the next one is a full marathon the weekend after, so less than 2 weeks away, and that is in Abingdon. So I just want to do a real quick update of what's been going on. Okay, so as you've seen on my Strava, I've been mostly doing my running on the treadmill and doing bike work. There's a reason for that. And apologies if the videos have just not been coming forward. I've not had much to say about it really. I've been really concentrating on getting myself better and ready for these upcoming races. I went to the doctor the other day with some ankle pain, which has kept coming every other day really. It's been mainly hurting. It is after runs, but even when I'm not running, it's been hurting up in the afternoons at work. So I went to see a doctor. I've got posterior tibial tendonitis on my right ankle on the inside, and it hurts all the way from under the middle softer part of my foot all the way up to the bone, like almost halfway up my leg. So the doctor knew what it was straight away. I got in big trouble with him for not wearing these inserts that go into my shoes. So he looked a bit at my history and what's been going on and stuff. I do lots of strength work on it. I actually do all the exercises he's given me to try and combat this, but I think it's maybe something to do with maybe the bumping up the mileage. When I was on holiday, I was running up and down hills there for this whole 2 weeks. It's too nice to ignore, and I think maybe that might have pushed me over the edge during the middle of my marathon training, and my little legs couldn't cope with coming down the hills and whatnot, because it's just not what I'm used to. Anywho, so he told me to go, like, almost immediately, go to a running shop and get yourself analysed running. Now, I've thought about doing this a million times. I haven't actually done it, and now I wish I had, because the way out of this, it seems, at the moment, for me, was to get seen and to tell me what shoe I need, what size I need and whatnot. And it took literally 10 minutes for them to almost sort out my problem. So if you've not done this before, I recommend going into an up and running shop or one near you. There's probably plenty that do it, but up and running was in Oxford for me. And he told me what I needed. It was actually a neutral shoe. I bought something very basic but very expensive still. Not a typical shoe I'd go for. You always see me wearing my Nikes and whatnot, which I like. So I like the look of them, I like the feel of them. But these New Balance ones are neutral. Nothing too flashy about them at all. And then with that, sticking in these insoles, which I've been told I need to wear all the time, as nearly as much as possible, even at work and stuff like that, because simply my foot is pronating inwards, and it's just putting too much strain on the ligaments or the post tib, I guess, and eventually it's just starting to hurt. That's why it's hurting more at the end of the day at work and stuff like that. So I recommend going to get that done for yourself. Since I've done this thing is going away pretty sharpish, and I'm feeling suddenly confident that I can go get at least one of these races done. I'm almost tempted to do two, depending on how my legs feel after Oxford Half. So if I get around that unscathed, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it with Abingdon full marathon the week after. It might be a bit too much for me there. I'm not going to do anything silly. I've got more important races coming up, as in London Marathon and the 100k Ultra next year. But I feel like I'm in a pretty good position now. But the other thing with that is that training has not been good for it. I'm in nowhere near a position where I can try and do a PB or anything like that. It's going to be a case of just going there and doing what I can. We're going with a couple of friends. Mike, the usual guy that's been on this channel a few times, and Ryan, another friend of mine that's doing his first ever race, and he'd like to go and do like a 1:45 or push into a 1:40, and I think that may be something that I could help him along with. So I'll decide on the day. I'm certainly not going to be going to break any records. My runs have been 5 miles long, 6 miles long max, all on a treadmill, so I don't want to get caught out on the trail run, something like that. Been far from home, my ankle starts to hurt, and I've got to just strain it trying to get back to where I am. So I'm being sensible and doing the runs all on treadmill, and with cycling in some of the gaps just to try and maintain fitness. But I'm certainly not in the best shape to go and try and give it my all on these races. So the doctor literally thinks that nearly all my problems that I've had with this and potential other ones has been choice of footwear. Why did I not go and get it properly looked at? Although I wasn't like pronating too heavily when he watched it on video, he just said your pronation and your gait is pretty neutral, so all you need is a neutral shoe. So he's sold me these for 140 quid, which is painful in itself, but I suppose that's what they do their work for, and that's their job, is to guide you the right way, and it's definitely done the job. So all I need to do now is go through the shoes that I have and match to match up, make sure they are neutral, and I'm literally going to get rid of the rest, which is again painful. I've got some cracking shoes there, and most of them probably aren't neutral, so that could be part of the problem. Okay, as soon as I start to ramp up the mileage, my tendons and stuff like that can't cope with the extra mileage I'm doing, and potentially because I'm in the wrong footwear for it. So as I said, go and get yourself seen to if you haven't before. I wear size 11s. I was happy to get that checked as well, because my work and people always laugh saying I've got massive feet and I don't need to wear them and like too much space in the end. But actually I've been wearing size 11s and that's been absolutely bang on for the size that I should have been wearing. So I've got some things right, but I should have definitely invested some money and time into making sure I'm wearing the right footwear. So there's a lesson for you all today. Anyway, so the next video I'll make will be hopefully in Oxford. If training goes well this week, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like I've been I feel like I've been tapering for the last 2 months, so there's no point really going slowing it down this week. I'm probably just going to do sort of 5 miles here, 5 miles there, bit of bike work, keep the strength training that I've been doing. My strength exercises do not go on to Strava, but I have been doing it like religiously. I've been trying hard since I broke my ankle to keep them strong and stuff like that, and the doctor was surprised that I had this injury because I've been doing that strength work, and I think that's why he put it down to the footwear problem. So there we have it. Hope this has been too boring. I'm just trying to keep you all informed where I am. Next video I do will be in Oxford with my mates, and we're going to see how that goes, and then hopefully the next video after that will be Abingdon Marathon, where we'll see what goes. If I can keep up 8-minute mile pace in Oxford half, who knows, I might go to Abingdon and try and do that there, but I won't not think twice to just stopping and going back to the start line if my ankle starts to go. As I said, bigger fish to fry next year, and I'm trying to be sensible from here on in, especially now I'm in the right shoes. Okay, thank you for joining me. Please hit the red subscribe button below to not miss the races upcoming and all the future ones that are even more exciting coming up in the next year or so. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you on the next one. Steve runs.